Christopher Columbus, a name that sparks images of discovery, adventure, and the opening of new worlds. Known as the explorer who discovered the Americas, Columbus's voyages across the Atlantic Ocean forever changed the course of history. But who was the man behind the legend, and what is the true story of his expeditions? Join us as we delve into the life and legacy of Christopher Columbus, the Genoese navigator who made a lasting impact on the world. Christopher Columbus was born in 1451 in Genoa, Italy, a bustling maritime city. Growing up near the sea, Columbus developed a passion for exploration and navigation from a young age. He learned the skills of a sailor, studying maps, wind patterns, and the latest theories of the time. In his early years, Columbus sailed throughout the Mediterranean and the Atlantic, gaining valuable experience and knowledge. During this time, he became fascinated with the idea of finding a westward sea route to Asia, a concept inspired by the writings of Marco Polo and the promise of wealth from the spice trade. Columbus believed that sailing west across the Atlantic would be a quicker and safer route to Asia. However, his proposal was met with skepticism. After being rejected by the Portuguese and other European courts, Columbus finally secured the support of King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella of Spain in 1492. The Spanish monarchs agreed to finance Columbus's expedition, granting him the titles of Admiral of the Ocean Sea and Viceroy of any new lands he might discover. With 3 ships, the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria, Columbus set sail on what would become one of the most famous voyages in history. On August 3, 1492, Columbus and his crew embarked on their historic journey across the uncharted Atlantic. After weeks at sea, with morale waning, land was finally sighted on October 12, 1492. They had reached an island in the Bahamas, which Columbus named San Salvador. Believing he had reached the outskirts of Asia, Columbus explored the Caribbean, including the islands of Cuba and Hispaniola. He established the first European settlement in the New World, laying the groundwork for future exploration and colonization. Columbus made 3 more voyages to the New World, exploring parts of Central and South America. However, his later expeditions were marred by challenges, including harsh conditions, resistance from indigenous populations, and growing dissatisfaction among his crew and the Spanish crown. By the end of his career, Columbus's reputation had suffered. Accused of mismanagement and brutality in his role as governor, he was returned to Spain in chains. Though he was eventually cleared of most charges, Columbus never regained his former stature and died in relative obscurity in 1506. Christopher Columbus's voyages opened the door to the widespread exploration and colonization of the Americas. His expeditions initiated the Columbian Exchange, a massive transfer of goods, people, and ideas between the Old World and the New. However, this also led to devastating consequences for the indigenous populations, including disease, displacement, and cultural destruction. Today, Columbus's legacy is a complex and contentious one. Celebrated by some as a brave explorer and criticized by others for his role in the colonization and exploitation of indigenous peoples, Columbus remains a figure of significant historical importance. His story is a reminder of the profound and often tragic impact that exploration can have on the world. Christopher Columbus's voyages changed the course of history, bridging the gap between 2 worlds. His life and legacy continue to spark debate and reflection, making him one of the most enduringly complex figures in history. If you enjoyed this exploration of Christopher Columbus's life and legacy, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into history's most influential figures. Who would you like to learn about next? Share your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.